Good morning, my dear students. Now, in this lesson, lesson number 9, in the lesson number 9, leadership and obedience. In this lesson, today I am going to discuss the question and answers. Now, the exercise which is given on the page number 38. First is write true and false. Those who are not having book, please see this. Question number 1. Love and concern. Love and concern for the welfare of others is the greatest quality of a leader. So the first question is, love and concern for the welfare of others is the greatest quality of a leader. This is true. First answer is true. Now students, you all open your book, and now the second question in the true false. Leadership qualities are not inherited from parents. This is false. Second question is false, because in your book many examples are given from a Gandhi family that today also they are leaders, and the earlier age also they was leaders. So this quality of leadership can be inherited. Now the next, confidence and self-commitment of one's duty are the greatest qualities of a leader. This is also true, because the self-commitment means once a leader wants to serve the nation or to his peoples, to the team members, then definitely he must commit his duty and he must be obedient to the rules and regulations for all. So this is question number 3, it is true. Now 4, people follow a leader who is honest and truthful. This is true. Question number 4. This is true. People follow a leader who is honest and truthful. Means a person who is good enough in his words and he is obedient for the rules and regulations. He is not telling the good to others, but he is he is doing all the things for himself also, then it is true. Now question number 5. To be a successful leader, one needs to have determination and sense of responsibility. This is also true. A person who is leader, he must have determination, means if he is thinking something, he must do it. And sense of responsibility, means he must feel the responsibility that I am doing good for others. Now the next question. Next question is, fill in the blanks. Now in fill in the blanks, first question. A leader is a person who has the qualities of, first, integrity. Courage and confidence. And at the place of confidence, correct. Means in the first question, first fill in the blanks is integrity, then at the second place and confidence and honesty. If any word you are writing, then it is correct. Both the answers are correct. Now question number 2. Dash and dash. Bribe and corruption is harmful to the interest of the country. Bribe and corruption is harmful to the interest of the country. Third question, a leader is given authority to serve. Third question, a leader is given authority to serve. Means I have written the full sentence here. Authority is the answer. Now question number 4. A leader is sensitive to the needs of his group. Means he must think about others. A leader is sensitive. A leader is sensitive to the needs of his group. Now question number 5. Education sharpens our intellect. Education sharpens our intellect. I-N-T-E-L-L-E-C-T. Intellect, to make us leaders of tomorrow. Education sharpens our intellect to make us leaders of tomorrow. Now come to the question and answers. Question number 3. Answer the following. Now question number 1. What are the qualities of a leader? So I am giving you answer. Note it down. And students, one more thing I would like to tell you. All the answers are uploaded on the LFS Gita web portal. You can download it from there also. Up to lesson number 8 it is given. So you can download, and lesson number 9 today I am finishing. So I will upload it tomorrow. So from there also you can download it. Now answer number 1. A leader is a person. A leader is a person who has the qualities. Who has the qualities. Who has the qualities of integrity, honesty, courage, and confidence. A leader is a person who has the qualities of integrity, honesty, courage, and confidence. So these are the qualities of a leader. Then the question number 2. What were the weapons used by Mahatma Gandhi to achieve freedom? Answer number 2. Now write down this answer. Mahatma Gandhi Mahatma Gandhi accomplished the great task, the great task of getting independence for the country, through the tools of ahimsa and satyagraha. Ahimsa and satyagraha. So in this question it was asked that what were the weapons used by Mahatma Gandhi to achieve freedom. Now Mahatma Gandhi accomplished the great task of getting independence for the country through the tools of ahimsa and satyagraha. His tool was ahimsa and satyagraha. Write down. Now, the question number 3. Question number 3 is, how did George Washington prove that every leader is called upon serve first? Means George Washington, in this story we have learned that when he was going through, he seen that one big log was there and people were struggling to just remove that log from the road. And the commander, the corporal, was giving only orders to his men that to remove the log from the road. But George Washington, he just folded his sleeves and he went there for the help of the poor peoples. And then after he just asked that who are you, and you are only giving commands, you are not helping these peoples. So by this we are having this moral value that we are called to serve first. If we are having authority, if we are having leadership quality in us, we have to serve first others. Now in this question we can answer 3. George Washington was passing through his way and in between he helped the peoples and the peoples he helped the peoples who were trying to move the log from the road. By this incident, this is clear every leader must serve first. This is the part of his duty. This is the part of his duty. In this we have just how the George Washington has given the message to other peoples. So George Washington was passing through his way, and in between he helped the people who were trying to move the log from the road. By this incident, this is clear that every leader must serve first. This is the part of his duty. So leaders are not only to enjoy his authority, his power, he has to serve the people first. Then only he will be the good leader. Now question number 4. All these answers will be uploaded by tomorrow on the LFS Gita website. So don't bother for writing from there here. You can download the answers from LFS portal also. Now question number 4. What message do you get from the saint's act through throwing back the starfish into the sea after storm? In this story, the saint was throwing the starfishes back into the sea, and when one man asked, he replied that I am not doing good for all, but I have done everything for those starfishes, those I can throw it back into the sea. So this is the very great thing, that we are not good for all, but we should always try to do good, our best for those persons that we can do the good things. So in this answer number 4, now throwing the bag, what message do you get? The message is we can't do. The message is if we can't do good for all, then we should try to do good for some people. We should always try to do good according to our capabilities. According to our capabilities. Now we should always do good according to our capabilities. Now in this question number 4, what message do we get from the saint act of throwing back starfishes into the sea after the storm? So the message is if we can't do good for all, then we should try to do good for some peoples, and we should always try to do good according to our capabilities. So this message saint has given, if it is not possible to do